Management by accounting, an antithesis of total quality. In too many businesses, accounting trumps quality. Often, managerial accounting becomes the tail that wags the dog, a questionable approach to doing business in a highly competitive environment. When managerial accounting becomes management by accounting, quality inevitably suffers. Management by accounting amounts to focusing solely on an organization's financial performance rather than managing the factors that most affect financial performance. Example, people, process, and quality. The most obvious problem with management by accounting is that it leads to short-term thinking and short-term decision making. According to this approach, one of the fastest ways to improve financial performance in the short run is to ignore investing in continual improvement that are necessary to remain competitive in the long run. One of the many reasons why companies fall into management by accounting trap is that many CEOs come from a finance-related background. The most common college degree among American CEOs being an MBA, a degree with a strong finance orientation. To avoid such ideological pitfalls, all business-related degrees need to include a more thorough study of quality. It is also why more quality professionals need to put themselves on the CEO track in their professions. The practices like 1. Keeping people trained and well equipped, 2. Employing best practices to keep processes operating at peak performance levels, and 3. Maintaining world-class quality in all aspects of an organization's operations costs money in the short run but pay off in the long run. In other words, total quality is a long-term concept, while management by accounting is a short-term concept. Management by accounting leads to decision making by analysis of financial spreadsheets rather than by consideration of the factors that lead to organizational excellence and world-class quality. Management by accounting encourages short-term cost cutting instead of long-term improvements to quality, value, and competitiveness. Management by accounting leads to narrowly focused leadership of companies based solely on a short-term financial considerations rather than broader thinking that encompasses all factors that contribute to organizational excellence and make a company competitive. Quality management practices in Asian countries. Companies in the United States compete for market share every day with companies all over the world. Global competition has become a way of life for business and industry. Some of the most intense competition comes from Asia, where companies have effectively adopted many of the quality management practices set forth in this book. The most intense competition for companies in the United States now comes from Japan, South Korea, and China. Most students of quality are familiar with the strides Japanese companies have made since the beginning to adopt quality management practices after World War II. But what is less known is that many other Asian companies are following Japan's lead as a way to compete effectively at a global level. These countries include Bangladesh, Brunei, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. Industrialization in these Asian countries began to gain a foothold in the 1960s and developed rapidly through the 1980s.